Have you ever imagined buying a peaceful farm only to wake up one morning and discover that your HOA insists your land belongs to the entire neighborhood? That's exactly what happened to my family, but one forgotten document buried inside the county archives completely destroyed the HOA's biggest lie. When my wife and I inherited my grandfather's 80-acre farm on the edge of a growing suburban community, we knew development had slowly surrounded us over the years, but our land had always remained legally protected farmland dating back nearly 70 years. The HOA governing the nearby luxury subdivision barely existed when my grandfather was alive, yet after he passed away and we began restoring the barns and repairing the fences, the HOA president suddenly arrived with several board members claiming that over 40 acres of our property had been designated as future community green space. They confidently handed me colorful maps printed from their office showing walking trails, picnic areas, and bicycle paths running directly through our crop fields. According to them, previous landowners had supposedly agreed to donate the acreage decades earlier. I immediately refused because my grandfather never mentioned such an agreement and every deed in our possession showed continuous ownership. Within days, the HOA installed temporary signs reading, "Future Community Recreation Area," along my fence line, encouraging residents to walk onto my farmland. Families began crossing our wheat fields, children climbed on our irrigation equipment, and several dogs damaged freshly planted crops. Every time I confronted someone, they simply pointed at the HOA newsletter saying the land belonged to everyone. I contacted the county recorder, who found no recorded transfer whatsoever, but the HOA insisted the paperwork had been misplaced during digital record conversions. Their attorney even threatened lawsuits claiming I was interfering with public recreational access. They hired surveyors whose measurements conveniently matched their own promotional maps, and construction companies started delivering stakes to outline future walking paths. Realizing something was seriously wrong, I hired an elderly retired county surveyor who had worked in the region for more than 40 years. He immediately recognized several stone monuments hidden beneath overgrown brush along the property boundary. Those markers had been placed nearly 60 years earlier during the original government survey and had never been moved. After comparing them with archived county field books, he discovered that the HOA's survey had ignored every official monument and instead relied entirely on decorative subdivision landscaping installed decades later. We requested access to the county archives, where employees uncovered forgotten handwritten survey journals and original engineering blueprints proving our farm boundaries had never changed. Even more shocking, the HOA developer had intentionally redrawn internal neighborhood maps years after construction to make future buyers believe the farm would eventually become recreational space, increasing home values without ever purchasing the land. The county immediately suspended every planned construction project while investigators reviewed the fraudulent maps. During public hearings, residents who had unknowingly believed the HOA admitted they had been misled from the beginning. Financial records later revealed the board had already accepted deposits from contractors for landscaping projects that could never legally occur. The HOA president resigned before the investigation concluded, multiple board members faced civil fraud claims, and the county permanently recorded corrected boundary documents with enhanced legal protections preventing future alterations. Today our crops grow exactly where the HOA once planned picnic tables, and every harvest reminds us that truth buried beneath decades of paperwork can still protect generations of honest families from those who think confidence matters more than legal ownership.